class,
Yeah.
and she was such a lovely person, we decided to invite her into class. So she's very great, and she has a very lovely big American car, and we feel so safe being transported back and forth. I really thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so hara, yes. So hara refers to the center of us, our center physically. If you look at any object, you know, the center of the person, the balance place of the person is in the middle, right? The center wouldn't be here, you'd be tipping over. This is a dynamic spot. It also is a very vulnerable area in the body. So things are kept here that we don't want sometimes even ourselves to know about, let alone other people. So there's a lot of emotion held in the belly. One of the things that Chinese medicine came to was realizing that like in certain areas of the body, like in the feet where you're used to reflexology, where they work on certain reflex areas or zones to affect all the body. So they figured out the reflex arcs that are associated with the spots on the foot for all the organs in the body. So that's why you can work on feet and affect all the organs in the body because of the reflex arcs in your nervous system. Same here in hara, that there's reflex arcs that correspond to all the organs in the body. So through diligence and thousands of years of observation, Chinese medicine was able to determine that the whole abdomen, or hara, and when we talk about that, we're talking about the area just below the ribs, in the sides, and just above the pubic ramus. So just above the pubic ramus, all abdomen considered hara. And in this hara, there are certain areas, as you can see on your diagram here. So if you look at the diagram, please, and see that the abdomen is mapped out with all these different areas that correspond to all the organs that we've been talking about. So hara immediately is used as a form of diagnosis. It gives you a sense through palpation, not only the overall demeanor or character of the person, but what organs, and when I say organs, I also mean organs and meridians, what condition they're in. Meaning, are they feel balanced? Do they feel depleted? Do they feel overly full? So the terms we're using for depletion was the Japanese term kyo, which means depletion. And when something is too full, too much of something, it's called jitsu. But also that's related also to easily determine tactile things. So when you're working on something and it's so hard right away, too full. When you're working on something and you have to go in deeper to feel where the structure is, it's depleted. If something is too full, it has a tendency to be hot or warm. Where if something is depleted, it has a tendency to be cool or cold. So hard, soft, hot, cold is what we're feeling for in hara diagnosis. Okay? And so when working today, we're going to do this. Oh, first of all, let me show you a little thing. So everyone sit up. Not you. Sorry, I didn't mean. So you're sitting up, and I want you to do this exercise with me. And it's about determining what is hara kyojutsu, hard, soft, and what feels balanced. Okay? So we're going to feel for these three things. Like what feels like a balanced situation, what feels like too much or not enough. So I like to start with practical demonstration, something we already know. And let's think about handshakes. Okay? Go to shake someone's hand. And there's some people that shake their hands, they just squeeze the right amount. You have nice contact. This does not go on for too long, but just enough. Good. Good contact. Some people grab your hand, you know, that's jitsu. Jitsu, right? Too much, you know? And then other people grab your hands like this. Hello. And you're like,
I don't like that at all.
you know, it's like you're not so good. That's kyo, that's depleted. They have so little energy for you, they're just like, you know. So, but the organs, not so different. Muscles, not so different. You know, good muscles, you always have good relationship with them. You ask them to carry you upstairs, goes upstairs. Ask you to lift this, lifts that. Ask you to do next massage, okay, I do. Okay. But, you know, and then if muscles too much, you know, you're like, it gets hard, you know, right? Angry, no good. So this is what we're feeling for, to determine where we work, okay? Simple exercise, just going, and if you feel one thing is hard, one thing is soft, you know, one thing is normal. Well, how do we feel then? So here's exercise. Take your hands, put it like this. Okay, so you know the thenar eminence, this here? This is going to be our hara. This is a hara substitute. Okay. So this is the thing. I want you to take your thumb and just place it naturally, just easy. Don't press, just bring it to the index finger. Just bring your thumb this way and just hold. Don't squeeze, just hold. Now take your fingers of your other hand and feel the thenar eminence. You feel like there's some softness on the surface, but you don't have to go down very hard until you feel structure.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all feel?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you press, but you can press, you feel a little softness on the surface, but then you go down and then you feel the hardness of the muscle. This is balance. There should just be like a little softness and then firm structure underneath. So when you're feeling for hara, same. You go down just a little bit, you feel the structure underneath. That's balance. That means good. Okay. Now, if you take the thumb and press hard against the index finger, and now feel. The softness is gone. The hardness is right at the surface. That's too full. That's jitsu. Too much. Right? Now, shake your hand. And just relax. And now just let your thumb sort of hang out there. And see how you go in and how far you have to go in before you feel structure. See? That's kyo. That's depletion. You understand? So you have to go in farther before you feel, because it's loose. That's kyo. Same thing here, we're feeling. So if you're feeling and then you go in just a little softness in there a little bit, nice structure, good. Go on next one. Okay, I'm gonna go in, wow, hard already, jitsu. Next one, going, depleted. Okay, and the only other thing too is sometimes you might be feeling that it's cold, sometimes you feel you might be warm. That also means kyo-jitsu. Okay? So the exercise is this. I'm going to have you have your manual by you. Can I have manual? This manual, right? That shows all the reflexes. And we're going to start and go around, palpate the area, and you try to see if you feel anything that's hard or soft or hot or cold, and write down what it corresponds to. Okay? So if you're here on the ST, stomach, right? You go down TH, that's triple heater or triple warmer. Okay? This is the lung. LI, large intestine. SI, small intestine. This smile, bladder, kidney. This is small intestine just like here, large intestine just like here, lung, liver, gallbladder, heart. This around the belly button, spleen. This blue here is kidney, and this is HC is also pericardium. This used to be called heart constrictor, but Now it's just called pericardium, which is the PC term for heart constrictor. Okay, so does everyone understand exercise?
Are we doing on our own body or?
No,
somebody else?
on someone else. You.
What is this H? This is HG or HC?
It's heart, HC is heart constrictor, but it's pericardium, PC. And TH is triple warmer.
These spots on the abdomen correspond to meridian stuff, not internal organs.
Organ and meridian.
And meridian and organ.
Yeah, because there's no difference. If that quality is in the meridian, which represents the quality of the energy in that organ, the organ is same condition.
Very good as far as the physical map, the visual map.
Physical
goes.
Are they over all the organs? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
No, not
No,
all
they're
of them,
not.
no.
Okay.
Some
They
of
just
them
correspond to the organs, but not.
Yeah, some of them are close proximity to the organ, others aren't, but they're all in the reflex that represents the quality of the energy in the meridian and the channel.
The liver seems to be where the liver.
Yeah, like I said, some of them are.
Okay.
Triple warmer. Okay, so here's how we do it. So you know what you're looking for, right? And I want you to write down on paper what you feel. But this is how you do it. Now here you have to pay attention. So you're coming, and you have to, usually I go like this. When I'm doing, I go around. Like when I'm looking down, I start at the heart. So you start at the heart here, and then I palpate in circle. And then I go up the center. So when I'm feeling, I'd be feeling heart, stomach, triple warmer, lung, large intestine, small intestine, bladder, large intestine, small intestine, lung, liver, gallbladder, back to heart, and then I go up the center and get kidney, right around the navel, yeah, spleen, pericardium, and then heart. So however one way you can figure out to go, so it's easy to go around. I usually go circle and then straight up, just to keep it straight in my mind. Now as far as going in, you can only go in as much as their breath allows you to. So this is a very, actually, it has to be a meditative thing. You have to be connected with the person's breath. So it keeps you both very present on the deal. We put bolster underneath their knees generally to help soften the area. We ask them to start breathing deeply. So you inhale into the belly and exhale out. This helps encourage the deep breath to come in. The deep breath is what gives you accurate reading about what's going on. If they're not used to breathing deep, maybe you could start by placing your hand in their lower belly and asking them to breathe into your hand so they get a sense of where they need to breathe into. Okay. So this opportunity for the receivers to just really focus on your breath. And for the receivers, just let your breath come in and out of your belly and try to keep that focus. And for the giver, you want to just, so let's start again. So take inhale. So you notice how her body raises, and on the exhale, you go in only as much as their body allows you to. That's how you feel. Next breath, inhale, moves you to the next one. Exhale, sink in only as much as their breath allows you to. So you're working with their breath. Because of your responding to their breath, it lets them know that they are indeed in charge of the situation. Because again, it's a very vulnerable area, right? Very vulnerable area. So you have to make sure that everything is cool with them, that you're only going in as much as you can. And when you're in a certain area, if you didn't feel anything, you want to go in, just stay in the same area and do it a couple times until you get some feel for it. But if you stay on the area too much, you're going to affect it just by pressing on it so much. So just try to be like in present and just get a direct hit as quickly as you can. You know, it's like hard, soft. Is it hard, soft? Is it good? Is it hot, cold? If there's something out of, you don't have to notice if it's balanced, but if there's something that's Jitsu or Kyo, you look and see what reflex, write it down. Okay? You understand? Yes? Okay. So you have to, obviously, no communication, very little, both people focusing on their breath. You have to. Always, if your mind wanders, bring it back into your belly. Because it's about the breath. The breath brings a message about the condition of the health. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you.